your glory. Without me they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. In World War III there's going to be pure blood, death and destruction. And it says, for all his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, that's the cracker, the Edomites, they're the modern day Assyrian. The anger, and the staff of the hand of my indignation. I will send him against the hypocritical nation. So he will send the white man against us one more time. That's what he wants really. He don't care about collateral damage, his own people. What he wants to do is get the blacks, Hispanics and Native Indians. He's going to have one last hurrah and try and take us down. But that's when the Lord said he's going to send Michael to lift up a standard against these crackers, these Edomites, to throw them down. Because their blessing was to live by the sword. What it says? He that live by the sword shall die by the sword. Alright? And it says, and I will send him against an hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath. Yeah, because we're the ones that the Lord's got a wrath against. You know why? Because we're doing the same thing what our fathers done. We're not adhering to the Most High. Yeah? He wants us back. Yeah? We're his people, so he wants us. And it says, and I will give him a charge to take spoil and to take the prey, and to tread down like the mire of the streets. Right, that's what's going to happen. You're going to give him one last chance to rain down on us. Yeah, his death and destruction. But then the Lord is going to finish it. Yeah? Howbeit he meaneth not so, neither doeth his heart think so. But it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. For he saith, I am not my princes altogether kings. And it says here, so let's jump to Isaiah. Let's jump to Isaiah 14 chapter. To Isaiah 14. It says, Isaiah 14 and 1. And it says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them. We're going to own them. The ones who are part of slavery, mainly, we're going to own them. We're going to possess. Possession means to own. We're going to own the caveman, the Edomites. So we're going to own them because they owned us. And it says, and the house of Jacob shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives whose captives they were, and shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give you rest from thy sorrows, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon. Who's the king of Babylon? Joe Biden. So I'm going to take this proverb up against Joe Biden. Sleepy, creepy Joe Biden, that child molester, you know? And say, and it says, and say, how have the oppressors ceased, the golden city ceased? And as you can see now, America's that golden city. It's beginning to cease. Lack of food, lack of water, yeah? The money systems up a spout. All that is beginning to cease now. You know why? Because the Lord is stretching his hand down. And our people, they don't want to adhere to the Lord, so they're going to die with the white man, yeah? They're going to die with white man. A lot of our people are going to go down with the curse, Titanic style, yeah? And I'm going to love it. Especially our women. Our women are coming up.
So it's like
They themselves over to this place. And it says,
you don't necessarily have that everywhere.
Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted. And that's what's going to happen to him. Everything's going to turn on his own head. His weaponry is going to backfire. Yeah? Everything he thinks he's going to use his sword on people to devour them, but he's going to be devoured by the sword. And it says, he ruled the nations in anger and persecuted, and none hindered him. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet, and break forth in singing. Ye the fir trees rejoicing, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved to meet thee at thy coming, to stir up the dead for thee, even the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their throne all the kings of the nation. And they're raising up now. You know why? Because they got nuclear weapons. Yeah? They got bombs to drop back now. Because remember back in the 40s when the so-called cracker, the Edomites, the white man, dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Fat man and little boy, and they scared everyone. Everybody was scared of the white man. Yeah? And now these other nations say, we got bombs now. That's why Donald Trump and these men have to go over to North Korea now and sit down at the table. Before they would drop bombs on them and subjugate them. And now they can't do that now. Yeah? Now they have to try and have treaties, because their power has been taken from them. They're going down now. It's the end of their kingdom. Just like every other kingdom had their rulership. It's the end of the white man's war. Coming to the end of his wicked reign. Yeah? He's turned to go into slavery. He's going to hardcore slavery. I don't think he's built for it. I don't think he's built for 400 to 500 years. You think the white man's built for 400 to 500 years of hardcore slavery? How do you think he's going to survive that? He won't be able to survive like us, will he? He ain't built like us, is he? And it says, all they shall speak and shall say unto thee, how thou also become as weak as we. And that's what everybody's saying now to the cracker, the Edomite, the Caucasian man. You've become as weak as us. Yeah? And it says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, the noise in thy mouth, a worm is spread under thee. That's talking about his economy. His economy is all jacked up now. That worm is spread under him. Yeah? He's finished. It's over for him. Yeah? That worm, yeah? The canker, they call it the canker worm. In society, we're coming to the end of his rulership. That's why he's trying to transition into digital currency. That quantitative easing, that pumping money into the economy is causing hyperinflation. So now that hyperinflation now, he has to try and transition into a digital currency, crypto. But that ain't gonna work. They're going down. Your society's over, it's finished. The Babylonians, they tried the same thing. Yeah? The Egyptians tried the same thing. Where are they now? They're finished. So we're coming to the end of this wicked, evil rulership. The Greco-Roman rulership. Coming to the end of it. And it's going to go down in nuclear fire. And I love it. And it says, the worms have covered me. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? When it talks about falling from heaven, it's talking about a rulership, a high rulership, a high position. The Lord is asking, he's telling them they're falling. He's saying he's been, what's the word? He's being facetious. He's saying, how art thou fallen, O Lucifer? O London. That's what he's saying. Let's read that again. How art thou fallen from heaven, your rulership, yeah? How art thou fallen from your rulership, Lucifer, the son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? We did weaken the nations. And how did they weaken the nations? Through their sword. The Lord said he gave them the sword. Yeah? Their weaponry to go around and conquer nations. From Alexander all the way up into Joe Biden. They don't reason with you, they'll drop bombs on you. That's what they say. They ain't got no time. They ain't got no time to reason. We'll steal. We'll rape, rob, and murder and steal. We'll just take. This is what he said. What did Trump say when he went down to was it Afghanistan? He said we're guarding the oil. Yeah? We're killing the people and guarding the oil. They're just wicked and they're evil. These crackers, these Edomites. Yeah? And it says, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. And they've done that through their space program. They're ascending up into heaven. Right? Let's get it on the phone. Let's get it on the blower because the pages are ripped. Isaiah. Right, it says, for thou hast said in his heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will be like the Most High. And I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God, and I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And he's doing that. How did he get in North America? They took the slaves. Yeah? North America. Yeah? So he said he's going to do it, and he done it. The Lord said he's going to give him the power to do it. And he done it. And it says, and I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. How is he being like the Most High? Splicing genes. Yeah? Right there? Doing all that stuff. Splicing genes and all that. He said he's going to be like the Most High. Dolly the sheep. Clothing. So he's trying to be like God, he says. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. And he's being brought down now. In society, he's being brought down. Why? Because of the slavery, the rape, robbery and murder. He enslaved God's chosen people. Yeah? That's why he's being brought down now. And as you can see, the society is falling apart. Their money system's shot. They never had morals. They're transgender and all that, LGBTQ said, all this he pushes throughout the earth. That's why the Lord said, thou shalt be brought down to the pit. And it says, they that see him, you got glasses. Listen. And it says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? So the Lord said, this the man is the devil, the white man he's talking about. He said, is this the man? So it's not a spiritual demon, Satan, it's the physical counterpart. You know about the Caucasian, that's the physical counterpart of Satan. He says here, and they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, consider thee, saying, is this the man that did make the earth to tremble and did shake kingdoms? And he done that by his weaponry, by his explosive missiles, his bombs, yeah? And it says that made the world as a wilderness. And how is he going to do that? By his nuclear bombs. Make a wilderness by his intercontinental ballistic missiles. Right? And it says, and destroyed cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of the grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as the carcasses are trodden under foot. And it says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, but thou shalt destroy thy land, and slay thy people, and the seed of Edom shall be now. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Right, that's what's happening now. The Lord is preparing them for slaughter. Yeah? He's going to take them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat for slaughter. That's why he's going to put them, sending in their armies to slaughter them. World War III. Chinaman and the Iranian man, all these men are going to slaughter them. Yeah? The way they slaughtered us, eye for an eye. Yeah? And it says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, for the sins of their fathers. Yeah? That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Because what does he do when he fills the world with cities? Is he destroys everything. That's what he does. Yeah? He brings rape, robbery, and murder. You lost something. And it says, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts. And I shall cut off from Babylon the name and the brethren, the son, nephew, saith the Lord. And I also will make it a possession for the bitter and the pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom or the besom, the broom of destruction, saith the Lord. But the Lord's going to use nuclear weapons to clean this place up, man. Because it needs to be cleaned. Yeah? Going to use nuclear weapons. And it said, the Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have fought, I shall. It says, surely as I have fought, it shall come to pass. So the Lord is not a man who should lie. When he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. He's going to burn this place. He's going to burn it. And as I purpose, so shall it stand. That I will break the Assyrian in my land. So them Khazars, them Jewish people in our land, the Lord said he's going to break them. Yeah? And upon my mountains tread him underfoot. So the Lord is going to use all his plagues, the weapons of mass destruction. Yeah? Says, then shall his yoke depart from off them. Because we're still under slavery under these Christ. They still got us in captivity. But the Lord is going to use all these powers to break them. So we're going to come and get delivered from this wicked place. Just like the old Egypt. When we had to get delivered from the ancient Egyptians, we will get delivered from these modern days. The ones who put their knee on our neck for 9 to 10 minutes before daylight and kill us, put us in slavery, call us niggers, monkeys, baboons, rednecks. Right? This is where we're going to be delivered after they go through another wave of the coronavirus or the Omicron and the other plagues was coming. The Lord wants to bring pure plagues on this place, on this modern day Egypt. Yeah? It says, burden depart from off thy shoulders. This is the purpose that is purpose upon the whole earth. So the Lord said, all this is what he's doing because it's written. He said he's going to do it. He's going to bring all this for the rape, robbery and murder of his people. And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. Because every nation now is suffering. Why? Because what he done is, he put the Caucasian, and everybody thought that the Caucasian people were righteous and they were going to do everything under him. But what it is, he fucked everything up, man. When you give a person like this rulership, what happens? He fucks everything up. Because he's a fucked up geezer, man. As they say, he ain't right. You understand? For the Lord of hosts had purposed, and who shall disannul it? Who's going to stop the Lord from bringing nuclear war? That's what he said. Who's going to do that? Who's going to stop him from bringing the plagues? Who's going to stop him from emptying these shops? Huh? Nobody. And it says here, And who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? So the Lord is stretching his hand. Same way he done in Egypt, all the plagues. He's bringing it on this place now. And he's asking, who's going to stop it? Huh? They're going to send the Ghostbusters? Nobody's going to stop these plagues. These shops are going to be empty. There's going to be no food in these shops because of rape, robbery and murder of the blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. Someone's got to pay, and it's going to be this place is going to pay this time. That's why the plagues are here. Okay? And it says, and in the year of King Isaac died, was the burden. Rejoice, not thou, woe Palestina, because the rod of him that smote me is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth the cockatrice, and his fruit shall be fiery firm. Let's talk about the nuclear weapons, what are going to be fired. You know about nuclear wars coming, sir? You know about that? Huh? Now you're going to be backstroke in the lake of fire. That's what you're going to do, son. And it says, see, everything's a joke in that, you know, because there's no food in his fridge. And it says, fruit shall be flying, shall be a fiery flying serpent. That's the nuclear missile, intercontinental ballistic missile. That's what's going to be used to clean up this earth. Right? And she says, and the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy shall lie down in safety. That's us. We're going to be in safety when the Lord comes and delivers us once again. And the hands of the wicked Edomites. It says, and I will kill thy root with famine, and he shall slay thy remnant. So the Lord is going to put these guys to death, man. They need it. Howl, O gate. Cry, O city. And right now they're going to howl. Because they're going to, they've got the boosters coming. Booster. Have you got your booster, sir? Your booster. Your next jab is coming, yeah? To depopulate your asses. Right? Because you need to be depopulated, man. You're wicked and you're evil, man. And it says, art dissolved, for there shall come from the north a smoke, and none shall be alone, and none shall be alone in his appointed time. And it says, what shall one then say and answer the messenger of the nation? And the Lord have founded Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in him. Right, so that's what we're heading now. So what did it say? Trust in the Lord and lean not unto their own understanding. Yeah? So that's what we do. We're going to trust in the Lord because we're coming to the end of the white man's rulership. Yeah? Esau, his name is. He's the Edomites. The Bible calls him the Edomites, the red people. Yeah? They call us black, but there's nothing black about me. I'm brown. Look at that word, it means dark, dirty, evil. Look at white, it means pure, clean and holy. Right? I'm going to call it a day. Yeah? We say, Ka'Allah, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Salutation to the Akim, pushing this word with truth and sincerity. We've got not long to go before the white man's world implodes. It's run its course. Yeah? It's over for him now. Yeah? His society is circling the drain. Yeah? It's over. So I'm going to say, Pom Yasharala, the war of Baba Bo. Destruction to this place. It's finished. It's done. Right? Shalom.